Bagaimana mungkin ada segelintir orang bisa membohongi umat manusia lain di dunia? Dan apa untungnya mereka berbohong soal bentuk bumi? Kali ini kita akan membahas khusus soal itu dalam episode yang berjudul Uang dan Bankster. Anda telah sadar atau setidaknya mulai berpikir adanya kemungkinan tentang flat earth dan Anda mulai membicarakannya dengan orang lain, jangan kaget kalau reaksi orang justru mentertawakan bahkan menghina Anda. Mengapa kebanyakan orang tidak peduli? Karena sebagian besar orang hanya berpikir untuk cari uang guna memenuhi kebutuhan hidup. Udah deh, ngapain mikirin yang begituan? Kan udah ada ahlinya. Mending cari duit yang benar buat menuhin kebutuhan. Pandangan seperti itu tampak masuk akal, tapi bisa juga sangat fatal. Sebab paradigma seperti itulah yang membuat bangsa kita dijajah selama 350 tahun. Udah deh, ngapain mikirin Belanda? Kan udah ada yang ngurus. Yang penting punya duit buat makan besok. Ini adalah ketidakpedulian yang bodoh. Kenapa? Karena di saat Anda cari duit seperak dua perak buat menuhin kebutuhan, ada segelintir elit yang mengeruk kekayaan alam, mengambil uang yang ada di dompet Anda, serta memperbudak Anda tanpa Anda sadari.
Do you want to know what it is? The matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Dunia tak seperti apa yang diajarkan di sekolah, sebab pendidikan sekolah diatur oleh UNESCO di bawah PBB. Sama seperti terhadap NASA, hampir semua orang berpikir PBB adalah lembaga the Holy of Holies, yang suci dari yang suci, lembaga yang agung yang bekerja untuk kemaslahatan umat manusia di dunia. Well, mari kita lihat fakta, siapa yang mendirikan PBB dan gedung PBB yang megah di New York itu dibangun di atas tanah hibah siapa?
In a brief video introduced by the United Nations Secretary General Boutros Boutros-Ghali and containing some exceptional footage, the connection between the United Nations, New York City, and the Rockefeller Foundation is clearly drawn.
The future of this country and the lives of our children and our children's children are interwoven with the success of the United Nations. In it lies the hope of the people of the world. My father considers it a privilege to have had a part in the development of its permanent home. I'm glad to hand you, Mr. Lee, my father's check.
Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller.
Media, hampir semua orang berpikir bahwa Amerika Serikat adalah negara adikuasa dengan sistem demokratis modern. Mari kita lihat fakta, bagaimana sebenarnya demokrasi di Amerika itu dan siapa yang lebih kuasa dari presiden negeri adikuasa.
We need to understand that we have been artificially divided for far too long. The global elites have divided us into Democrat and Republican, left and right, conservative and liberal. They have divided us with hot-button issues like abortion and gay rights and gun control and prayer in schools. And by doing so, they have given us, the electorate, the illusion that we have a choice. When in reality, Both the Republican and Democratic parties are owned by the same global elites. And on issues that matter to those global elites, they act as one.
We get a lot of advice from the council, so this will mean I won't have as far to go to be told what we should be doing and how we should think about the future.
Politics, these elections are a charade. It is a charade.
Okay.
It is, they are meant to, well, I'll tell you, just listen for a minute. Learn a little something. The elections and politicians are in place in order to give Americans the illusion that they have freedom of choice. You don't really have choice in this country.
Dunia tak seperti apa yang diberitakan oleh media. Hampir semua orang berpikir bahwa apa yang diberitakan oleh CNN, NBC, dan lain-lain itu adalah berita yang mutakhir dan dapat dipercaya. Pers adalah tulang punggung demokrasi, begitu jargonnya. Mari kita lihat fakta. Siapa sebenarnya pemilik media-media terbesar di dunia dan apa tujuan propaganda media itu?
Sometimes it's hard to understand the concept of censorship when we have so many options for news. There are hundreds of TV stations, newspapers, and radio shows. But the truth is that almost every avenue from which we get our information in the mainstream media is controlled by only 6 corporations that have one specific interest: profit. So who are the big 6 corporations that control nearly everything you see, hear, and read? First, there's Comcast, formerly owned by GE, which controls MSNBC, NBC, and Telemundo. And there's Disney, which owns ABC, the History Channel, and and ESPN. Next, Viacom, the parent company of MTV, Paramount, and BET. CBS with all its affiliates. And there's News Corp, which owns Fox News, the New York Post, and the Wall Street Journal. And finally, Time Warner, the parent company of CNN, Time, and People magazine, as well as Warner Brothers. So what impact does it have when an agency that's supposed to serve